Game 5. We got a game 5. Mavs are catching 6.5 in Boston. Total sitting at 209.5. I mean, to me, I guess there's two ways to look at this. One, the Celtics were a bit fraudulent. They weren't this elite team. Mavs were bound to get back in the series. They finally had some things break right for them shooting wise, and now they got a little bit of momentum. All the pressure's off. Look out, we have a series. The other is, okay, Boston knew they weren't going to win the game in like the second quarter and said, fuck it, we're going to win the title at home, and now they're going to blow them out. How say you, Munaf? How do you think this shakes out game 5?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned like they called off the dogs or failed the comeback attempt, or trying to even come back. It was like 3 minutes left in the third quarter. They're like, all right, let's just, rest our starters. We're not going to come back in this game. God forbid another injury happens. They already are going to be without Porzingis. I know he's on questionable right now, but it was something similar to last year where we saw Tyler Hero said that he was available if they need him, but he didn't end up playing. So I don't expect Porzingis to play.
But so wait, real quick.
Yeah.
This is like, some people are saying this is a multiple month injury. How?
Yeah,
I mean, talking about right?
Yeah, our doc, the DJ doc himself, Sebastian, was like, no, this is a multi-month thing. He's not gonna play. Now, I'm sure it's like in the minutia of the degree of it. You know what I mean?
They're just fucking about. Right?
I think they're keeping hope alive. I think if somehow it gets to game 7, that's when we would see KP try and be useful. But I think they realize, like, hey, they've been pretty good this season without him. I think they're 10-2 or something. So I don't think they're gonna trot him out there, because him not 100%. I don't think is. So it's probably one of the things. Yeah, he probably could play, but they're like, no, don't play, because you're gonna be a detriment more than you are helping.
Yeah, so he already missed 10 games during the playoffs, right? So they're already used to not having KP out there. I mean, the one game in game 1 where he just came out and did his part in that first quarter, and that was pretty much it from the rest of the series. They're used to it without having him out there, so we'll see.
So where are we at? They're catching 6.5. Do the Mavs have a shot, Munaf, or are we just conceding to Celtics?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think, and I've said this all series long, that it's just that the depth right now for this Boston Celtics team in 3 of the 4 games. It's, again, I know it's a boring pick, but
Terrell.
But you take a look at the numbers, right? In game 4, I mean, the Mavs shot the ball incredibly well from the floor, 50%. They outscored the Boston Celtics 60-26 inside the paint, and it was just a bad shooting night. And we're gonna expect that from Boston in one of these games. It happened to game 4. It kind of goes back, I don't know, conspiracy theory, but did the NBA really want a sweep happening in the NBA finals, or do you want that extra game, get that extra money? I mean, Scott Foster was out there for game 4. I mean, if you want to believe that narrative, but I just feel like this Boston team, they have 2 days off, and I think that's the huge thing as well, is that if there was only one game off in between games 4 and 5, I know it's a travel day because they have that 2-2-2-2-1-1-1 format. They have that 2 days off, so it gives Boston. It's like Boston. All right, it's like one game. Like, we lost this one game. We're still up 3 games to 1. This is the opportunity right now. We're back on our home floor. Let's close this things out on Monday night, where we've been really good, not only during the regular season, but also in the playoffs for this Boston Celtics team. So I think they're gonna respond here. The also key thing, guys, is that Kyrie just has not been very good on the road in particular, and in Boston. And I think that's what really gives me the hesitation on betting on Dallas to cover this number, or not even, win this game outright, frankly. So, I mean, it's boring. I'm going to lay the -6.5 right now. This number has come down. It was around -7. Usually,
I think there were a couple 7.5s.
Yeah, so I'm on Boston here, guys.
And what about the total? Do we just keep auto playing under 209.5? I mean, I don't. The game almost was out of hand and almost got the over late in like a weird backdoor fashion. But it's and well, we keep seeing this in the series. There'll be like quarters. I think it's like the first and third, and then second and fourth are super low scoring, but first and third are crazy high scoring. I think you almost got to take the under again if you're playing the side, right? Or can you make a case for the over here?
Yeah, I think that under is probably the way to go. That if you want to play an over, that first quarter, like you mentioned, Sean, has been the one that's been cashing on the over. And another angle, I think the over might be a Celtics team total over. If you want to look at that, I think they really have a great shooting night, getting over their number. I think they could score 110 points in this game. getting over their team total. So a full game, I would still go under. But that first quarter, for whatever reason, the defense has been a little bit looser, and as the game progresses, the screws started to tighten up on the defensive side. But I would still look at the full game under if you want to, bet a total here.
Sean, did you take in the Slovenia Denmark soccer game in the Euros?
No, I missed that.
Well, so Denmark was pretty much dominating the game. They came in as a favorite to win in 90 minutes, smothering 1-0, holding all the possession. And then in the 77th minute, Eric Janza, who knows if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, absolutely pipes a shot that deflects off a defender and goes into the upper corner. Boom, draw. Luka's back. The Mavs are back. Fuck the Celtics.
Slovenia's back.
Well,
can you celebrate a tie? I guess it is soccer.
It was a plus 270 tie. Live bet. That was probably like a 6-1 proposition right there. So, oh my god! Absolutely, I'm gonna get back on the Luka train. Absolutely, Boston's due to choke at home. That's what Terrell would have told us if he was here.
Oh no,
Terrell would have told us that they haven't choked at home in a while. That would have been the whole handicap.
Yeah, it would have.
So let's go.
I'm going down with the ship.
Yeah.
Give me the Mavs plus 6.5. I will say I think
money line. What are you doing plus 6.5? Come on.
Plus 200. Toss them in on the money line as well. I do think. Some of the there are a couple props I like.
This is how you handicap basketball, by the way. Take notes, Munaf.
There are a couple props I like, including Munaf mentioned it. I do think Kramer likes Luka in Game 5, which it's hard to disagree. But I like the Kyrie Irving under 23.5 points, even though I am
hedging your MVP.
Yeah, I'm hedging my 100-1 MVP.
That's a great hedge, Sean.
But the Celtics fans are clearly in his head. He hasn't been good on the road. I think under 23.5, smash it. And the other one I like, even though I'd like the Mavs, Derek Lively under 8.5 points. He's only gotten 2 points a game in the 2 road games. He's had 9 games in the playoffs where he's gone under this number. It seems like they do have a workaround for him. Now, maybe KP not being out there those past couple of home games where he did get over it. Either way, I know Rhythm likes those as well. So Derek Lively under 8.5, Kyrie Irving under 23.5 points. Munaf, how say you? Any props you like?
Yeah, I agree about the Kyrie angle. He's only gone over this number once in the regular season against the Boston Celtics. I think the fans are just inside of his head. I mean, he can say all the things he wants, but it's still inside of his head. I think this might be the Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown game, something similar to what we saw in Game 3. If you want to take the over on their points prop or even the 3-point ladder, I think it would be a consideration here. But I feel like the Boston Celtics have a really good 3-point shooting night, and those are plus odds as well. I think Jason Tatum was at 3.5 at plus. Let's see here, Jason. Yeah, no, he's at 2.5 now. So if you want to ladder that up, I think that's a good opportunity there. If KP doesn't play, guys, Al Horford has. We've always seen that one Al Horford game where he just looks like he's turned the clock back like 10 years. And he puts up 20+ points. I think this could be a game where he gets over his PRA. And the one, I'll give out one more here. Luka first quarter points has just been an ATM machine. If it's at 8.5, even 9.5, anything under 10, I like Luka in the first quarter because he usually comes out and sets the tone here for this Dallas Mavericks team.
Which, all right, so I just to close the loop on, I did do a little bit of a deep dive. It is PRA, not PAR. So you can fucking suck it, ESPN.
Yeah, ESPN is still sticking with calling it PAR.
And I got in an argument with the on-air host about what it meant. Like I was mocked that I didn't know what PAR.
You don't know
meant.
what points, assists, rebounds? Yeah,
I'm making fun of you. Come on, dude.
Last question here, Munaf.
Yeah.
You like Tatum to have a good Game 5? Any chance he snags the MVP from Jaylen Brown? He's plus 255 right now for the MVP. Kind of a weird series for MVP. I did toss out Jaylen Brown, even though I bet Kyrie Irving. I did say Jaylen Brown, if you like the Celtics, that was the way to play it at plus 650.
Yeah.
Crazy. But now Tatum at plus 255. I feel like if he has a strong Game 5 and a closeout, he might steal it. How say you?
Yeah, I agree 100% that if he comes out and has like a 30, 11 rebounds, 5 assists type of game, and he makes like those impact plays and like he ices the game in that fourth quarter, I think that could really sway the voters towards Jason Tatum. So plus 255. I think that's a great look for him. And the odds have come down, right? Jaylen Brown was almost close to a $4 favorite going into game 4, right? And both those guys just didn't have a great game 4, just like the rest of the team. But I think it's a good hedge there. If you already have Jaylen Brown, I know I have him at around 6 to 7 to 1 and some other odds as well. So if you want to play Jason Tatum, maybe of a hedge, if you like Boston in this game, like I do, I think that's a good price on Jason Tatum.
Did we want to throw out any first basket props? Or
no. I don't have anything for first basket.
No,
Kramer, what do you got?
Jason Tatum 3-pointers 18 to 1.
Woo!
It's just a lot of people talking about stuff, and I don't know. I'll sprinkle that.
Okay. What do you see for Al Horford 3-pointer first shot?
He's I do basket. Have it right. I got it up right in front of me. Al Horford 3-pointer is 16 to 1.
Ooh, yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Okay, so we should do. Oh, all right. So I'll do both of those then.
All right.